Hey everyone, it's RockMan and Ratmus.
Poor Sadie.
Sadie is here being extremely bad today. Is going to be hopped up on expired bread. Alright, so previously, whenever the hell that was, I don't remember, probably last year sometime, Ratmus was playing Super Mario World, and this is a speed run, so we better beat it today. He's getting my powers. Come on, you only got 76 levels to go. How hard could it be?
Things were being scrubby bubbles levels of dumb.
Just make Cobra references.
Because he's not here.
I forgot a level. God damn it, Sadie.
The donut secret is trans fat, everybody.
Let's just ask Chad if the volume's okay. Whoa, Chad is alive.
Hey Buck, how you doing?
Swing your ass, and then again. That's how it goes, right? You got it! What's that guy's real name?
That wrestler guy?
Yeah.
Is it like Lou Ferrigno or something?
Does he have a wrestler nickname?
The butt nut.
Alright, thanks Buck. How's it going? I'm sure you'll be disappearing into lurk mode in like 5 minutes and we'll never see you again.
We're glad you're here.
We are so glad that you are here. We have no tech support problems currently.
We've got a bunch of other problems though. So.
Oh, we got so many effing problems, you wouldn't believe it. Oh. Whoa, a meeting in 8 minutes.
West, you have 7 minutes then.
Is it a meeting to discuss, changing over to Linux company-wide? Just kidding, who would ever have that meeting? We'll take that and then fly to the, secret exit. He's like, no. Exactly.
Heroes and a half shell and shit. Flipping it up.
Cobra managed to fly with Yoshi and take him up to the left.
Back and to the left.
I see. Just forget about him, yeah. Didn't our dad say he had some problem with some margins in Microsoft Word and he needs help, so...
Yeah.
So come on over, Buck. Looks like I gotta go. Gotta go to the real important meeting.
Real important meeting, not taking a dump, I swear.
It's our dad's birthday today. We didn't give him the stuff yet, did we?
No, I said we'd do it when Mom was home.
So why did I forge your name then? Because
Can't be bothered to forge her own name.
we just have to pay Buck time and a half. Hey, Clax, how's it going?
How you doing, Claxington?
We have to be pretty desperate for that. Nice.
We love these green beret things. I see.
Well, Buck, Doom is thinking of coming to Illinois sometime in June.
Whoa.
And, if I'm not paying for your plane ticket, but if you got some time off and paid for your own plane ticket and hotel, you're welcome to come and have a party at the barbecue.
He's the old key.
Jams even said he might come.
Whoa. He's a foreigner.
Yes, he loves the band Foreigner. Getting sick. Yeah, that sucks, Clax. Actually, 1 year ago today, I got really sick because 1 year ago today, well, actually, I don't know if it was exactly a year ago, but last year for my dad's birthday, we drove up to Wisconsin to some, real important restaurant that he wanted to go to, which was great, but it was really, really cold. And I think I got sick from, somebody was sick in the restaurant and it was really cold and
They spit on your food.
I got really, really sick for like a month.
Fucking fucker. A bomb monkey over here.
And then just as I got over that, I went to see Song in February and her parents were sick and then I got sick again, but for less time. Because I think the first time might have been the flu, but the next time was just a cold.
Thanks, dude. Just the old that swag. Hot, cold. Would you rather just be cold and colder?
You remember that? Yeah, I got sick 3 times in 2017. Once from my dad's birthday going out. And the other 2 were both 2 times that I flew to Virginia to see Song. I got sick both times.
Fucking plane.
You can't go without a cape feather.
Exactly.
I'm hoping to see Song again this February, and I hope the frickin' God I don't get sick again.
Yeah. Yoshis are always expendable, right? Almost think they're.
Yes, they are.
They're secretly, dirty, Koopas or whatever, because their shell is that thing you ride.
Up until like my late 20s or when I was 30, somewhere around there, I never, ever, ever pretty much got sick. It was extremely rare for me to ever get sick, and then, when I got into my 30s, I started getting sick like once a year like everyone else. Goddamn, immune system breaking down.
Goddamn diplomatic immunity and shit.
Sure.
Fuck it. Ooh, up.
Post 30 life is in league with the neons. Oh.
Everything's fine.
Whee!
Irony. Birthday coming up nice. Zip zap zippity bop. Dirty cave water. Cave feather is wonderful, especially in water level.
Okay, so Song was supposed to, well, she didn't have work today. Like, she was supposed to have work because her bosses came back from vacation, I think, but apparently it snowed, so they called it a snow day.
So everything just shut down. My heart do beat.
I guess I forgot your age, Buck.
It ain't nothing to do with the Hucklebuck.
Yeah, I'm almost 39 in a couple months. Less than 2 months, actually. Yeah, doesn't it suck when, like, people who are 28, like Clax, say that they're old when we know how old we are, right? Meanwhile, how old? As I said, it's our dad's birthday. How old is he today? 71.
Hey.
So happy 71st birthday, Rock Dad. Pretty soon he'll be 87.
My girlfriend was supposed to be working, but she went to the hospital. Her grandpa's not doing good.
Yeah, Ratmus's girlfriend's grandparents are both pretty old and
Well,
have a lot
her
of...
grandma, who's on the other side, is like 95.
Yeah.
Sadie, hey.
Okay, so she has one grandpa and one grandma from different sides, and they both have medical problems.
Yeah.
And don't know which one is worse at any time.
Yeah.
Although the dad seemed to get pretty worse pretty quickly, didn't he?
Did I? Yeah. I went to this level and I'm like, should I wait for Star Road or finish, this shit or
Whatever you want to do.
Oh yeah. Are you gonna go sleigh?
Clax? Well, it didn't snow where he is.
I said north, so it's like 1 mile north.
If anybody remembers when me and Ratmus were playing that horrible Disney Afternoon collection, we've now beaten all the games and gotten all the achievements except for the achievements for Time Attack mode, because Time Attack mode is the really impossible mode because you can't use the rewind or the save state in Time Attack mode, and I don't know if we're ever going to beat some of those games in Time Attack mode ever. We're not going to stream it because it's going to be horrible, but we did make some progress with the other modes. Speaking of getting older, it's going to be my 4-year stream anniversary in just a couple weeks, so I got to start planning a wonderful celebration stream for that. Last year we had a RockMan and Ratmus 12-hour, but we won't be doing that this year. I don't know when we'll be doing a 12-hour again. Sometime when your girlfriend won't be pissed. And have you still talked to your friend about coming over next month or whatever?
I haven't talked to him. I'll, when it gets a little closer, I'll ask him. There's way too much shit going on right now.
There's always shit going on.
There's always shit. See if I can do this with shitty power-ups. Okay, go without a ring.
This level is notoriously difficult if you just YOLO it.
I got swiggity swag.
Can you guys believe that Time to Split is back? Not streaming, but at least watching streams. Imagine if Chirp, came back and just watched some streams and talked to people. People would be like, holy shit.
I know, right, Sadie?
Even Sadie is pissed about Chirp disappearing. Sadie never even met Chirp.
Yes. She wasn't alive back when we streamed.
That's true.
Also aliens.
Watch out for the green balls of death.
The balls were psychotic.
God, is Ratmus gonna blow it? Thought you were dead there.
You ain't dead yet. I know, right, Sadie?
Alright, bye, Clax and Goose.
See ya, have fun.
Well, you did it in true YOLO fashion. GG.
Oh my god.
Did you know that Zora has an SNES Classic and loves playing these games and could be watching the stream at any time right now, so you better stop swearing. Show her how awesome this game is.
Yes. Be like, this is how you do it, and I just effing rear myself horribly to death.
Not backwards or rare.
So go on, I got you.
Thanks for those Clax.
There's Kirsch my Gersh.
Did you say Oshkosh Bagosh or something about Ash Kish McGursh?
Kirsch my Gersh. And Bratz. B-Larg.
The B-Lar double G. Do you see when Doom is having problems with his G key?
Yeah. The G diffuser, in other words.
And he's like, oh, I better buy a new computer, but then it fixed itself, and we're like, oh god, now it's another 3 years of no new computer for Doom.
Except they never say that. You know, like his computer would have to like basically explode or like start shooting onions out of the screen.
He was like saying like this is like gonna make me buy a new computer like next weekend, but then it fixed itself.
So you want to, you know, whisper his brother and say like, you know, smash his computer, you know, keyboard a bit more, see if that breaks it for good.
I'll tell him I'll give him some bits if he does it.
Keeping on the DL. Didn't he say his mom was going somewhere or something for something?
Oh, yeah, to Philadelphia.
But like,
I don't remember if that was today.
But like, what for exactly?
I don't remember. No. Probably to get a cheesesteak.
Like, get some cheese daddies. I just wanted to do that.
You should have walked a little bit to the left and put it up, or you know, killed it with a spin jump.
Yeah, I guess the spin jump would have worked. Let's see if I can calm down.
It's probably those sedatives Dad put in that expired bread.
Yes, penicillin in the bread. That's how mold works, according to me, because I don't know shit.
Pretty sure that is how it works.
Just eat some moldy bread and, you know, it'll cure ya.
It'll cure what ails ya.
Except if you're allergic to penicillin.
Yes, like a certain person.
You're gonna need that fucking one up.
I think this might be the level where there's like a really well hidden 3-up moon.
Sounds like this level.
Sounds like something this level would do.
That would frickin', you know, knock up a woman and not call it later, if you know what I'm saying.
Sure.
You know, this was a speed run, but it was, you know, using Yoshi to eat as many enemies as you can in the game.
That would be a crazy run.
Like, not a speed run, just like this.
Hey song, the way you said that reminded me of some song, and I don't know like the words or anything. It's like
The little mambo song.
yeah, the little. I want a little lava on my lawn. I want a little something on my something. Sorry, Sadie.
Sadie's been bad at eating diseased penicillin bread.
Yes, apparently our dad threw a bunch of old bread out into the backyard and Sadie just ate it all because Dad didn't think. There goes Yoshi.
Fucking Yoki.
You just freaking rare this if you do it right.
Sometimes it takes a little while to learn how to do it right.
Rip that guy. What are you doing, Sadie?
Whoa.
Okay, you can spin jump on that and then the Koopa won't respawn. It's Mamba number 6, right?
Yes.
Is there a song called Mamba number 5?
Fuck.
Anyways, Buck had to go to a Linux meeting and Klax and Goose had to go do something.
Go sledding.
Pick
a
up-
mile
no.
from his house.
No, pick up his car. So, Now Song is here. I don't know who else may be lurking.
Who's furking?
But welcome anyone who's watching, because people love watching past broadcasts.
Yes.
Whoa.
Let's see if I can YOLO swag this.
Alright, forget that meeting.
Just get a one up from those guys, right?
Just spin jump like Song did and somehow survive. Well, now you can't.
Alright, I'll spin jump.
And you somehow survived. Whoa, nice Dragoon.
What do you say?
He got,
Fucker.
saw that coming. Now you can't get the Midway gate.
Let's go to the Midway Arcade.
Dragoon got an SNES Classic in the mail.
Whoa. It's like a mail order bride, but it's the SNES Classic.
It's like a mail order bride, only better. Yeah, we got ours in the mail from GameStop back a few months ago.
We returned all the shit we didn't want / need,
Yes.
which is lovely.
Whoa, it's an auto host.
Octavia host. Damn bones, damn. So,
We're like 75% off.
yes, we're off.
Yep, I actually 100%ed Super Mario World myself on this SNES Classic, and now Ratmus is going to 100% Super Mario World by himself on the SNES Classic.
I'll say he's just gonna work. It's like I haven't taken her to the park in a long time because it's just like so effing like frozen cold.
Kids? I'm almost 39 years old, I'm not a kid. Yeah, I guess technically you can do that if you download some hacking software, blah blah blah, but
Download some Divx and oh shit.
but that's okay. I'm just keeping it.
Real?
Don't make me you repeat yourself. What'd you say? I'm so old. I went one ear and out the other. What'd you say?
Damn it. Is that Kodoon feller?
Is this that Kodoon feller?
Yeah, you that.
Oh, Ratmus is YOLOing the hell out of it today.
Don't tell Smoke look that. Hi, Gordon.
Gordon prefers to be called Otto
I love my Barangan.
because he loves to get blotto. Okay, I can change your name to Otto. I'm assuming that's what you want, right? But yeah, nothing much is up other than it's our dad's 71st birthday, and holy shit, Ratmus.
R's and R's in there.
Does that stand for anything, Buck, or is it just like
Harry S. Truman.
Is it just like telling that it uses SD cards or something? Also, what does SD stand for in SD cards anyways? Does it stand for anything?
So fucking disc.
Yes, my dad is 71 and I'm 1, so in 70 years I'll be as old as him. Secure digital, okay, interesting. I have not had to use SD cards that much because for a long time I had this camera that just had internal memory. It didn't use an SD card. But I got a new camera and now it has an SD card, and
You love it.
you know, not really, because half the time I put it in my computer's SD card slot and it doesn't recognize it, and I have to restart the computer and then it recognizes it, so it's annoying.
Why can't I eat these dolphins, damn it?
When would that ever happen? And then there was this thing where my camera's like, you can connect it to your Wi-Fi and transfer your pictures, you know, wirelessly from your camera to your computer. And like, I was like, okay, I'll try to do that. And then like, I downloaded the program, which it said worked for Mac, but every time I tried to open the program, nothing happened. Like, it just couldn't get it to work. And I'm just like, oh, F this, it's too much trouble.
Who here has caller ID?
Who here doesn't have caller ID? You blew it, Ratmus, you blew it.
Blew it by showing up, alright? Good girl, Sadie. There, she's laying down, being nice.
For once.
The disease bread she ate.
Disease bread is making her tired.
It's all that gluten and penicillin.
Caller ID in this economy.
Burr. Fish bone.
I just get scammed to deal with it. Just don't answer your landline phone. And then people in chat are like, what the hell's a landline phone?
If you look in Yahoo News occasionally, it's like, you know, landline phones are effing dead, you cocksucker.
I look at Yahoo News. I look at Yahoo News every day.
I'm good.
I saw that coming.
Just say I was off.
My dad's a cell phone.
Man, my dad's a phony phone.
Man. While I'm thinking about it, I should totally Skype Cobra even though he's at work.
Yes.
Thanks for the host, Steffi. Okay,
Dream on.
Song, you're watching this on your phone. Are you still in bed?
Did I? I'm dumb. Alright, Yoshi, you stay here because you suck at life.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's fine if you...
How are the pups doing?
There's nothing wrong with laying in bed all day, right?
Yes.
But yes.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Alright, send a message to Cobra about Sonic Mania. Because I wanted to continue Sonic Mania this weekend, but I probably won't be able to at this point, so... Whoa.
That's how you YOLO shit swag. You get shit.
Ratmus was so disgusted by that mushroom. Now he's fighting Trent Reznorick.
So you do it right. I'm hoping for the best, you bitches.
Alright, so where were we?
Zip, zap, zoom, bop. Fuck all scroll right. He's be okay. Oh shit, Mario Brothers.
So what else can I entertain chat with?
Using anecdotes.
Do you think I've run out of amusing anecdotes after almost 4 years?
Oh shit.
I looked away and I was like, what happened? Ratmus is playing the game, Otto, in case you couldn't tell. Speak up, Ratmus.
How's it going? Totally louder.
How about you don't talk like a chain smoker?
1 to 2 packs a day. Wow.
I'm just here talking like an idiot. Although, I'm just here talking. Ratmus is talking like an idiot.
Just talking normal. What are you talking about, bitch? Who doesn't chain smoke these days? I'm all about that vaping, yo. I'll take that. Tell chat what we're getting for dinner.
We're getting Portillo's. I don't know what I'm actually getting from there. I had so much effing White Castles, I'm not hungry right now. And plus, I'm having Portillo's tomorrow anyways.
Oh,
But Ratmus really wants it because we got gift cards.
I got gift cards up my butt, okay?
We got gift cards to McDonald's too. How come you don't want that?
Why are you going tomorrow as well for
Because we always go on Friday, me and Mom. Since you know what is dead.
Voldemort?
Yes.
Let's give him a coop where it counts. Moving out his poontang.
I'm gonna ask Luna if I can show a movie the day after his birthday, and can he actually watch it? It'll be the Karate Kid 2, right?
Clutch Master.
Yeah, I'll ask him later. Koopas, punch him. Yes. There's Bowser's door.
Just say Bowser's not the father. Rawr, rawr. Holy shit! Just jump off the screen like an ass. Fuck you.
Just use the YOLO force, Ratmus. Seven. Wow.
Holy shit.
I never saw it coming.
Someone died.
Nobody died.
Everybody died.
Mario already killed everyone in that castle.
It's like that creepypasta Mario thing, right?
Actually, I guess the Koopas that you didn't kill, they all died, yes.
Come on, they committed suicide.
No, Sadie, we're not going to play.
Oh, we're going to play. I should go back and do some Star Road shit.
I should go back and do some Butter Bridge shit.
Do some ballistic butt kicks.
Come on, you love Forest of Illusion.
Gyra.
Just gonna keep streaming until you beat this, and it's better if it goes after 5 o'clock, because the last time we went to Portillo's last week, it was 4:45, and it was like freezing below zero, and they didn't have any people out there, taking orders or anything, so it took effing forever.
And the bastards be freezing their asses off.
And then they finally came out at 5 o'clock by the time we were at the window getting our food.
Whoa.
Mickey and the Forest of Illusion.
How's it going, Lizard?
Lizard? How's it going, Lizard?
Yoshi. Okay, no one gives shit.
Wow.
Indeed. Wow. How do you really hate it, though?
Oh my god, how cold is it in Florida? It got down to like 40 and people are, thinking it's the apocalypse, right? Meanwhile, it's below zero wind chill here.
People are just straight up dead and frozen outside and no one wants to bother to get the bodies.
People are murdering each other for Ovaltine.
It's nothing new, though. They did it, fucker.
But seriously, what's the situation weather-wise? Got that polar vortex?
Polar bears. Fuck off, you fish. These graphics.
They clearly did nothing slow through.
I know, Sadie.
Even Sadie can't believe the game developers allowed this.
It's like nowadays they won't just make a level that's, you just ran right through it. It's gotta be like horrible horse shit.
Every level in Super Mario 3D World should have just been a rareable. I know.
Probably have diseased bread she ate.
Stop at my McDonald's on the way home. Drive-through girl from Jersey, a sweater under a hoodie, woman is in beanie, freaking out in her shorts and clothes. 42 degrees. That's shorts and flip-flops weather, right, Ratmus?
Like after you've, had it where it's been like 10 and, negative 10 and all that fun shit, then you're like, you know what, 40 degrees is pretty warm, goddamn.
Like those Eskimos and all of the other reindeer. That's not racist. Uh-oh, what's Sadie doing?
She's gonna hit power on the console. Just trying to eat my socks.
Was it 80 a few days ago? Whoa. Got a little of that good old global warming.
Global cooling.
Exactly.
Hey, Katie, come on. Be quite the trouble today. Because I'm always so mean to her.
You're always too lenient with her. You need to discipline her more.
Or a bitch. That totally works. It's a speed run.
It's the worst speed run I've ever seen.
Get the hell out of here, son.
Now Sadie's scratching the bottom of Ratmus's chair for some reason.
Why, Sadie, why? Just wants love.
Yeah, well, I just want Super Mario World.
The TV show, right?
No. God, no.
You don't fuck with guitar.
Tar was a pimp.
He's such a badass, right?
Goes without saying. Just like my classic Excite Bike World Rally custom track that I called Tar.
Play that online, it'll be great.
Oh God. I'm trying to remember if you could play custom tracks online, like even if, maybe if you had the other person download it.
Let's see. Just wants love and attention. It's like with, Buck having to buy him a plane ticket, need to buy, Lux one so she can come over here and dog sit, right?
Previous level, he didn't get to normalize it, by the way.
Oh God! Great thing to forget about.
Yes, it is.
You're so whiny. Why are you so whiny? So hail the sun.
This Route 66 keychain that says California, did you actually get that in California?
I'm trying to remember, maybe, because it's like either that or, Mom got it for me.
Hey, Dark Hero, how's it going?
Hero!
In case you can't tell, this is RockMan and Ratmus. Ratmus is playing the game. I'm just sitting here like Sadie. Because I already won 100% of this game on the SNES Classic. Now Ratmus has to do it to be considered a real man, right? Uh-oh. Looks like you forgot a Swiss Palace there. Fuck, Sadie. You can fly from there.
Oh, shit.
You don't do that!
Told you I had a rare malfunction and kill myself.
Ratmus had a rare malfunction, which is just like a wardrobe malfunction, only worse.
It's pretty much here a rare,
It's a common problem among middle-aged men, or so I'm told. How many bits did you buy?
I told you.
Actually, no, you didn't. I just said, did you buy bits, and you said yes.
I did tell you the amount. You just weren't listening. Hey.
Sadie's licking things.
Get away from the Din's Pearl, damn it. And look, I apparently let go, so I kicked the Yoshi. Should be the thumbnail. They're eating her and I'm next. Oh my god.
Why, Ratmus, why?
Exactly like this. So he's just like, come on. Gotta go.
Sadie, go back to bed.
Go home, you're drunk.
My powers! Whoa! After I just closed the bits thing. Thank you, Dark Hero.
Or do you get a sandwich without equal?
You are indeed a Dark Hero. Let's see if I can do math in my head. You just gave 50. So that's 165. I'm adding up tube steak totals here.
It's a shoe size, damn it.
I'll just give bits to myself. Oh god.
Just sell out to myself. Just watch ads the way they can.
This is a bro malfunction during board games.
Just say I pooped myself.
Clench pooped yourself? Ratmus, you invented it. Care to explain?
Just poop.
Like, why does the person not want to poop with his wife in the house? Because she won't allow it, or
Because, he's got to take a horrible, smelly dump, so he doesn't want his,
you did the same thing?
only better, apparently, yeah.
Because he knows it's going to smell, and he doesn't
Yeah.
want to gross her out.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know. Why are we talking about this?
Because he has to.
Take a Yoshi or something. A blue Yoshi. Don't
some blue Yoshi. I mean, that's
Don't screw it up this time.
just say he had the guts to drug the songs.
Oh well. See, the reason. I mean, if you want to know the story, have you ever heard of the board game Balderdash?
Did you go see the tragedy of Darth Vader?
Have you ever? I mean, have you ever heard of that too? There's a board game called Balderdash where you get these cards and it has obscure words on it, and it's like, you know, the word is clinch poop and it has the real definition on it, and so like the person who has the card writes the real definition, and then everyone else who's playing writes down a fake definition, and then the person reads all of the answers, and then everyone has to guess which answer is the correct definition. And we were playing this last May with Ratmus and Song and our cousin, right?
Yeah.
And a bunch of people, and there was an actual word called clinch poop. It's sort of similar to fibbage, but yeah, Ratmus picked clinch poop, which I don't remember what the actual word really means. Or no, it wasn't. You didn't pick it because you wrote somebody else picked clinch poop, and Ratmus wrote that fake definition, and it was so funny that I made it a command, even though we were in Wisconsin and it had nothing to do with streaming. I just wanted to remember that forever. I mean, I could Google clinch poop and oh god.
They always bring a blue Yoshi, right?
It's funny. It's not like here's the actual definition of the word, but like it's also on Urban Dictionary. So you should put that. You should put your definition of it on Urban Dictionary.
I'm just suburban.
Anyways, shouldn't be talking about poop.
Okay. Shit, bonus time. Come on, mushroom, just because I suck. Fuck.
Do you know what you're getting from Portillo's?
Probably a cheesy beaver.
So he's gonna have to quit. So we did all the exits, right?
I should have, so...
They're gonna say, I assure you I did.
I assure you I'm Catholic.
Wow.
Cool, 6-9.
Would you eat that taco pizza that the barbecue had last night?
Probably.
Oh yeah. It's everyone's favorite level. Don't do it with the blue Yoshi and don't screw it up and lose your blue Yoshi, which you did before I could even finish the damn sentence.
Yes. I'm like, I'm gonna make this jump, and then...
You did not make this jump.
Just say I looked at Chad even though I didn't.
Just say you looked at Chad.
Looked at Chad Warren, okay? He was looking good. Used to look good to me.
But now you find Chad Warden?
Simple, irresistible. I mean, what now? This is where I always fuck up.
That's where everyone fucks up.
I'm glad I completely fucked up.
What were you thinking?
I was basically, oh shit, no shit. That's basically what I was thinking.
You knew the thing was running out. You need to get another balloon.
A magic balloon, let's just say.
Magic herbs. Not my laser welding machines.
Fucking combo. Just kidding, I don't like Yoshi. What the heck, Mario Brothers? I wasn't thinking.
When you got 2 hours, you can't, spend too much time in this level. This horrible, horrible level. Also, according to Steffi, going back for 2 Cape Feathers and a blue Yoshi is cheating. I consider it to be
how it was intended.
What you're supposed to effing do.
Yes.
A feature, if you will.
If you're a wonderful speedrunner that just wants to, be nutso and fuck everything.
Why? Oh, you want to kill that guy?
Yeah, I'm like, maybe if I just do this.
How about if you just don't suck?
Try that, that's an option. I'm like, he's gonna fall and kill himself. Nope. No, that ain't me.
Now I'm gonna forever call that part the part where Chad Warden looks good to me.
And that's what always happens to me.
Why does this happen to me? Because you didn't watch my 17 highlights on how to beat this level. No, why would anybody do that? Because it's required in the GBA version? Well, F that version.
I've got another reason I don't want to play that. Just say they killed Dino, alright?
How many dinos have you killed?
She went Super Saiyan Blue.
I did do a 100% 3-up moon, or not one, like all 3-up moon run one time. Just for funsies. It's coming for you, Ratmus. Yeah, I would consider this to be the hardest level.
So I hit it and then I
Quit it. Eat that Koopa and then don't get hit by anything. Go under. Watch out.
Oh shit. That's a complete fuckfest, everybody.
Why, Ratmus, why? Been playing this game in how long?
I got Brent Spinered. I'll go to some other level for a little bit.
You can't stop until you beat it.
I have to go back to it eventually, but...
You have to go back! Just watch my video on YouTube of how to beat Tubular. Everything will be fine.
Everything's fine. Story of my fucking life right there.
Welcome to the Fuckfest. Gets worse here every day. If you got your donut, please, we better not take it for free. That's the words, right?
Yes.
I should have taken a Yoshi to this level.
Like, I don't need a Yoshi.
That's why you need a Yoshi, otherwise they're rare properly.
The ninjas that penetrated the dome.
The ninjas never penetrated the dome. The dome is in my wish list, but it didn't drop out in 1999, so I ain't buying it.
Something else about the dome.
What else would I say about the dome? There's nothing to say.
There's stuff to say, brother.
You want a yellow Yoshi?
Yes. Because I want to be different.
That was weird. Hot chocolate. How cold is it where you are, Dark Hero?
Is it colder than a cold, cold bitch?
I heard Dad say the wind chill was below 0, but I haven't been outside today, because why would I?
Yes. Seriously, it's effing cold.
Right now it says it's 7.
Dream on.
Did you know that 42 degrees is the answer to life, the universe, and everything?
Whoa.
That's totally how it works, right?
And Yoshi.
Well, now it's blue.
Kill him so he turns blue, everybody.
Went from yellow to blue. Now you have to do it again and kill him.
Just go back and try that stupid level again.
New Jersey!
This level. Everybody knows that turtles are Saiyans.
I've never been to New Jersey, but I went to Jersey Mike's. Does that count?
I drove through New Jersey.
I say I drove through a Jersey Mike's once.
Good times.
Just crashed right through it, never stopped.
Said, fuck you in your Jersey Mike style. I'm doing it.
Living the dream. It's gonna come back. Good thing you got those Switch Palaces, right? GG.
Dark Hero went to McDonald's and the person there was from Florida.
I'm gonna say Dark Hero went to McDonald's before it was cool.
Yes.
You can go back to the Butter Bridge, or you can go back to Tubular. You could go back, or go ahead to the forest.
I'll butter his muffin, I will.
See, if this girl was originally from New Jersey and now she lives in Florida, why is she freaking out that it's 42? She should be happy.
Exactly.
That's what I don't get.
Should be happy in general, goddamn.
Also, see if she can get me some hot mustard sauce, Lizard.
And rub it on herself, just kidding. It's a waste. It's coming for me.
I know, yeah, Dark Hero. Well, how, man, 8 years ago, in January, I had to go to California, and when I got there, it was 60 degrees, and I was like, wow, I'm, no coat, shorts, I'm wearing 60 degrees, and, oh, did the same thing as before.
At the 1 yard line,
You need
kids.
to avoid those red things and the Koopa guy.
At all costs.
You can do it.
Kick him in his head, he balls.
But yeah, like back here in Illinois, it was winter. I get to California, it's 60, and I'm like, shorts weather. That was because my dad's second cousin.
Yeah, Kenny was his first cousin.
Yeah, my dad's cousin died and was a hoarder, and we had to get rid of all his crap.
He was a whore.
Ratmus, what temperature does it have to be for you to put on long pants? 40 below! Ratmus is weird.
It depends. Like sometimes, if I'm wearing shorts in the house,
It depends. This is, sometimes it depends on, how angry you are that it's that cold.
or just how angry I am in my own life.
Depends on how angry you are about the latest Zelda game.
Depends if I'm wearing Depends.
Watch it. Keep going. Under or over. Just keep going. Keep going. You're fine. You beat it. There you go.
That swag was YOLO'd, everybody. Only the freaking 7, 10 tries, whatever the fuck. I channeled my inner Donald Pleasance.
You channeled your inner Donald Duck.
Fuckers. Totally a Donald Duck voice.
This level I don't know how to YOLO, so good luck.
I'll just swag it. Turn to Benedict Cumberbatch.
I love my joke about him that I'm never going to let go and nobody cares about. -40 is 233 Kelvin? Okay.
Negative 40 in Celsius or Fahrenheit? The answer is yes.
That's what Dark Hero was talking about.
Yeah, it doesn't like Mercury, like it's solid at.
Doesn't Mercury rise with Bruce Willis?
Yes.
Doesn't Mercury become solid at what time?
Like
I don't
38
know.
or something.
I don't know. I have to look it
It's
up.
even more blue. Ooh, dino coins. Wait, I don't give a shit.
Shit, I just
shat.
shat on my own glasses.
Oh, don't do that.
Like the opposite of a clinch poop. Oh, I think it was Xander had like terrible trouble with this level, or somebody did. Just eat that. Planet Pink Eye. Welcome. If you're enjoying the stream, I don't know why, because we're talking about crazy, stupid shit.
I'm talking shit.
That's why you just gotta do everything with a blue Yoshi.
I don't use the bathroom unless they have a blue Yoshi.
You're not going fast because you weren't holding down the
I
button
know.
when you're gonna run out before you get to the end. Now you're in trouble.
baby Jesus.
It was not what you wanted to jump on, was it?
Or was it?
And then all the enemies go away. Oh, clinch. Well, let's come up with something else besides clinch poop. I mean,
Cinch piss.
you clutched it, is what you did. Reverse boss JoJo order.
Reverse Bojo's stupid adventure.
Oh, reverse baby Jesus order. Okay. Is that where, Jesus is born when he dies on the cross and then, goes back, he ages backwards like Benjamin Button until he's born in a manger or dies in a manger, I mean?
Benjamin Button Jesus, everybody.
Benjamin Button reverse boss order Jesus. No, I'm not insane. What the fuck, Ratmus?
Red City? Fucking Jamoki Pokey.
This world was made for Yoshi and then you just let him die.
What the fuck? Mario can't do shit without his balls.
Spin jump. Oh god.
Sadie. Distracting Sadie.
Yeah, it was all Sadie's fault, totally.
She pulled a gun on me, everybody, and wants treats.
Also, you know that the little girl in Adventures in Babysitting who loved Thor was also the little sister on Parker Lewis.
Yeah. Now she's in porn, right?
She's a married lesbian.
Whoa.
Paul is staring at the kitchen.
And that other guy's a married gay guy.
I don't know if he's married.
You know he's gay. He's doing gay porn.
Apollo was thinking that you were going to make him a sandwich.
Whoa.
Sandwich. Benjamin Button, baby Jesus. Oh, God.
Little fish waffle.
Fish waffles here. Ratmus, you better clean up that language. Don't be talking about pooping anymore. Hey, fish, how's it going?
Except that's like all been you.
Wait, how dare you, sir? How dare you?
Not once today have I said anything about poop.
Go back and watch the tape. It was at least 50% Ratmus. You were productive.
That's good.
As productive as Buck. He finally went to that meeting and convinced his bosses to switch to Linux. Just kidding, that would never happen.
Just wanted to taste.
He jumped off the Yoshi.
Well, I didn't think I landed on it. Is there like a word for that where you get
It's called a clinch Yoshi.
baseball? Time for more bonus.
I think everyone's boss is annoyed at Windows updates, right?
Everyone's, is there anyone that's like, oh, a Windows update, golly gee, I'm happy now.
Yes, that is the reaction that Microsoft expects you to have, yes. Golly gee, I can't wait for this update.
Can't wait to see what features that I like that they took away from me. That's exactly.
It's like every time my parents' computer updates, the thing crashes and has to be restarted.
And dies a little inside.
Just wait there until it goes down.
Sadie wants Rock to give her love and attention.
Sadie's barking up the wrong tree.
Well, it's like that woman was when she was making out with that gay dude in the movie last night, right?
Yes. Like this fish. That's my wood desk.
It's mahogany, right?
It's top quality oak.
Top quality Professor Oak.
You're supposed to rare the entire level, you idiot. And now you screwed everything up.
Hey, my man!
Hey, my mate.
Sadie, come on. Sadie has been this traumatized since yesterday when I told her she couldn't have awesome treats. Because I'm a jerk.
Why are you traumatizing your dog, Ratmus?
She's like, this is, freaking animal cruelty and shit.
She's probably, moaning because the expired bread is making her sick.
Yes. I know, Sadie. She's the one that ate it and wouldn't listen to me.
Just use reverse Windows order. That's where you start with Windows 10 and then it updates, back into 8, which updates back into Vista. Oh God. Which updates back into XP. Which updates back into 3.1, which updates back into DOS, and then you're fine because you're playing Wheel of Fortune.
She's looking at Rock like, seriously, give me, love and attention, you jerk.
She's scratching the chair.
Okay, apparently you can't do that to those fuckers, so... I'm just gonna YOLO this swag until I die. Just something that Smoke Look would never say.
You need to rare this whole level because that's how I beat Doom in that race.
Doom needs to rare all the way from San Francisco to here, even though he doesn't live there. Damn it.
I just couldn't remember all of the Windows names, alright? I'm sure I skipped a bunch. Like
On Windows Millennia.
Yeah, what about ME or whatever it was? I don't know.
Windows Fuck Me. Edition. Eight toots, alright.
This area's top secret. This is spoiling it.
I had a Frank's 2000-inch TV for a while. That wasn't HD, so fuck it.
No one had Windows 9 except Bill Gates, right?
He made it just for himself. Spoilers, that's what gave, Steve Jobs cancer.
Yeah, our first family computer was DOS, and then sometime in like the mid-90s, when AOL came out, my dad bought a compact computer, and I don't know what operating system it had. It might have been Windows 3.1, I'm not even sure. But the first time I saw like Windows 95 or anything like that was when I went to college and my roommate had a PC like that.
Take a nap, Sadie. Time to funk.
I don't know, Fish. Sadie has been very pissy today, and even before, but then, like, she went out into the backyard where our dad had apparently thrown a bunch of old, spoiled bread into the yard for some reason, and Sadie ate it all. So, maybe she's deathly ill right now, for all we know.
Yeah.
What year did I start college? 1997. Oh shit, I just made a Terminator reference. You should have killed him with the cape spin. Now these guys come in.
Not giant sharks. Or are they?
But yeah, when I went to college in the fall of 1997, I didn't have my own computer. My roommate had his own computer, and it was a Windows PC. And like I said, I think he probably had 95, or maybe it was 97 by then. It was either 95 or 97. I don't even know. But you know, as soon as I saw it, I was like, wow, this is just a rip-off of Mac, because, you know, the Windows that I was familiar with didn't look anything like that before. It wasn't until my sophomore year of college that I got my own computer in my own room away from that guy.
So about now everything gets nerfed according to me.
Yeah, actually, I mean, I'm not even sure, but maybe it wasn't Windows 95. It's been so long, I don't remember, and I don't know what the difference was between 95 and 97 that I could pick out. It damn well could have been 97, so maybe I was, yeah.
I need treats and love. Treats say you need love.
How old is a person when they go to kindergarten? That's before first grade. I'd have to do math.
Fuck that. Rather be dead, right?
5. Okay, well that was 1984 for me. It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't too much of a rarity. It was just that, like,
give her some treats.
I mean, it was a combination of me not having the money and my parents not wanting to pay for a computer, and the fact that it wasn't like 100% needed, because, you know, the college had like computer labs where you could just go and work on a computer anytime you wanted, so you didn't really need like your own computer. Although my college was pretty progressive for 1997, they had like T1 lines in every dorm, and they gave everyone their own email address, which was crazy.
Freshman year of my college, like, we had shitty dial-up at like our thing, and then like sophomore year, I got into like one of the dorms that had some better shit. Let me just email my girlfriend.
I mean, because like Ratmus and I, you know, had our own like computer back in our room, you know, when we were in the late 90s in high school. Although it was mostly considered Ratmus's, but
you know, like the first computer like I got that was mine. Like the first hard drive was 1.2 gigs.
yeah, my first computer that was mine that I got in sophomore year of college was the original iMac, and I'd have to look up the specs on that. Yeah, our family got our first computer in, I think it was 1990, and that was the one that ran DOS. So yeah, 10 years before my parents even had a computer, Song's parents had a computer.
So September of '01 is when Fish was in first grade. That's a hell of a time to start school.
I was out of college by then, as Fish knows. Fish is a youngster. Yeah, I mean, I could look up the specs on the iMac, and you guys would, like, the iMac was the first computer that like didn't have like, all it had was a CD drive, and nothing was on CD. Like, there were no USB flash drives. Everything was on floppy disks. You couldn't do anything with it. Like, when I first got the computer, I had no way to back up any information whatsoever until I got a zip disk drive and disks like a year later.
I was going to say like a yokel.
No, I was not going to say that. Zora wanted to try Earthbound, so she can't quite read and write. So I entered her responses for her.
Grandpa frickin' drove a coal truck in Chicago.
Who here has played Earthbound? Ratmus has, right?
You know, like
So-
played it, but not like beaten it or done.
Well, what is, like, is this, it asks you for the name of your pet?
Yeah.
Okay, so for the name of Zora's pet, she wrote Tangly for some reason. Her favorite food is quiche, and the coolest thing, according to her, is a fire truck. Because when you start the game, it asks you, like, what's your pet's name, what's your favorite food, and what's the coolest thing. And also you get to name 4 characters, and she named them Zora, Zorp, Kitty, and Zeke.
Whoa.
According to this wonderful tweet from DK.
Like my one friend, Sadie. Lay down, Sadie. But, like, I think your sister's name is defaultly Tracy in them. My one friend's sister, like, he has a sister named Tracy, and, like, you get 5 letters to name people, but 6 for your dog, and his dog when we were kids was Buster, so, like, I named the main guy after him, and the dog Buster, and favorite thing was cheese, because it was.
Oh, yeah. So, Doom wants to know why you've never beat it, Ratmus.
Yes, because, like, I just never got into it that much, like.
You should beat it on SNES Classic.
Yes. Sorry, I keep pausing. There's a trouble puppy trying to eat my socks. Well, like, two, you know, like, I went from, you know, playing, like, Final Fantasy 3/6, where you can, like, see all the battle stuff going on, like, the weird first-person shit of the... What are you doing, Sadie? So, man, I was like, with that, what the hell?
I'm gonna play with Sadie to keep her occupied.
Yes.
And by that, I mean just stand here and look pissed off at her until she gets the message.
Just have her play with Snoopy or whatever.
Just have her play with Snoop Dogg.
Yes.
She doesn't care about playing with that crap. She just wants to annoy people.
Whoa. Right, Sadie? Just needs a love, right?
Because you don't give her any.
Yes. Same food. Starve her all the time. Now I got those damn blue switches.
You only give her expired bread to eat.
Expired milk to eat.
Oh, like Lady and the Tramp? That's cool.
Ah, cute.
Ratmus, you have that on Blu-ray, right?
Lady and the Tramp? Probably.
Probably.
Hi, Sadie.
Sadie, just go on back home.
I'm not going to tell my girlfriend, hey, you know, my dad threw bread outside and Sadie ate a bunch of it because, you know, she's already got enough to worry about with her grandpa, you know, not doing so good there. Sadie, that's lovely. She might want to go out.
What's that smell?
I told you it's Sadie. Do you want to try to take her out where you just, you know, open the door and let her run out for a bit and watch her?
No.
Then we're gonna take a break.
Clean up that smell.
Alright,
Yes, the first iMac came out August 15th, 1998, which was literally just before my sophomore year of college. I got the very first model. It had a 233 megahertz processor. Compare that to the 4 gigahertz processor I have now. the memory RAM was 32 megabytes. Compare that to the 16 gigabytes I have now. The screen was a 13.8 inch CRT, whereas now I have a 27 inch Retina 5K display, whatever that means. The hard drive space was 4 gigabytes. Entire hard drive, 4 gigabytes. That's less than a DVD, isn't it? Pretty sure my current computer is 2 terabytes, not to mention the various external hard drives I have that are adding to that. Got so many effing terabytes. It did have Ethernet and a 56K modem. It had a 24x CD-ROM drive.
Alright, I got a treat thing for her. She doesn't deserve.
Wow. According to this, on the very first original iMac, you could theoretically put up to OS X 10.3.9 on it.
It'll run so well.
Yes, it will. Anyways. Back to the game.
Back in the game, it's beyond belief, right?
Everything's beyond belief.
Now, were you like me as a kid where I thought like these colors weren't that great? Like some of them are interesting, like this is cool, but
I loved them when I was a kid. But now that everyone's complained about them, I kind of don't like them anymore.
yes.
By kid, I mean teenager. Don't hit that.
So could I just fly?
No, you need Yoshi. You need to fly with him. We're even Siamese if you don't, please.
That's racist.
See, I've seen Lady and the Tramp when I was a kid. We used to have it on VHS.
Did we used to have a VHS?
Now Ratmus has the Blu-ray totally.
On VHS?
You gotta go under, not through. Just wasted that entire level. Do it again.
Want to do it again?
No, I'm sure it's still in a box somewhere.
A wonderful Disney thing where Mickey pulls a gun on Donald.
There you go. It's time for Torpedo Ted.
Blew Cobra's mind.
What didn't blow Cobra's mind?
Industrial's out of the band. Probably Mickey Mouse's hand right there, right?
That blew Doom's mind. They're not gonna give you any more of a window.
Dick Bill. Torpedo Teddy, fat plumber dickweed.
A long time ago, well, not that long ago, but I told Buck that if he ever finds someone who's interested in buying an original iMac, just to have an original iMac or to like remodel it into a planter or something,
I need to come here and take it.
I have one that I'm willing to sell if the price is right. But Buck's like, I don't want that shit.
Keeps it real.
Buck keeps it real by using Linux.
So you distracted me by choking to death.
Hazard Cast TV, haven't seen you in a while.
How
Welcome.
you doing, Hazard?
The price is wrong, bitch. What level was? Oh, that's Soda Lake, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that one is kind of hidden if you don't know about that exit.
Just say flippity bop. Right.
No one said that, Ratmus. But yes, I'm RockMan. My brother Ratmus is playing the game. If you hear any moaning, that's Ratmus's dog Sadie, who is misbehaving.
She ate a bunch of stale bread.
This is on SNES Classic, in case you didn't know.
Bring a fire flower and a cake.
Never bring a fire flower to a gunfight.
I hit this again, so my subconscious said, fuck that.
So now it's back to the forest.
That's the forest temple.
Boop, boop. What were we talking about besides old computers?
That's pretty much it, come on.
That's pretty much it. Wow. See, what are you licking over there?
Everything. Treat, say to lick them.
Bring your dogs down here, I'll clean them for you. Bow.
Ghost.
Let's get some gnocchi.
What the fuck?
You blew it.
Rip my pants.
Rip burger.
Lick my balls.
That's the way you do it.
That's the way you go. More bone stuff.
Boneless wings.
Want some boneless wings right now. Goes Tourette's room because I just keep swearing when I'm in here.
She just keeps talking about caller ID uncontrollably. Too bad that upper left wasn't a fire flower.
Peace. So go Yankees. Zap, zip, it up.
Don't do it, it's a trap.
Woof. Woof. Just beat his freaking head off.
He just ate his friend right in front of him.
So you don't give no shits.
It's like if you don't want that key, you could just commit suicide, but couldn't you just go back in the pipe?
I don't know if it lets you.
That's mean if it doesn't.
I am mean.
Don't forget you have the other exit in the ghost house.
Yeah. Yoshi, no! That,
Just blame Sadie again.
yes. Sadie, how could you make me do that?
Sadie is like jumping up on Ratmus and stuff.
Saying offensive things.
Such as?
Mein Kampf is a wonderful read. Oh, whoa.
You look terrified to die.
Fucking serious? Fucking moo and oink.
It's okay.
It's okay, guys, I can puff from there.
Ratmus cuts from the rough.
Oh, he's into the rough.
What's the point of just making coins appear there and they don't even turn into blocks?
Yeah. Just like Sinbad.
You're living the dream. Just like Sinbad never could.
Yes. No one watched the movie First Kid ever.
No one watched A Different World.
Come on, Sadie, lay down and be good. Sit up.
Lizard watched First Kid.
Whoa. My friend and I rented it for
For a second, Lizard, I thought Ratmus was going to say, my condolences.
my condolences to you and your screwed up childhood there.
To you and everyone who had to watch that. Now go on.
Well, like we rented that for some. I don't know why. He picked it out, but like Whoopi Eddie was in the like Blockbuster box, so we like watched that movie, and then like at a later sleepover, we got First Kid and watched that. So
Oh God, why don't you have a cape feather?
just get one from right here. Right here.
Yeah, it was a movie called Eddie starring Whoopi Goldberg. And yeah, like back in the days of Blockbuster, remember those? Ratmus rented First Kid, but then you got home and you opened it up and it was the wrong tape inside, right?
Yeah,
it was Eddie starring Whoopi Goldberg. Obviously he was pissed.
Definitely pissed.
He said both movies sucked, right?
Yeah. Was I not supposed to go to this thing?
You were. Go all the way to the left. I believe you went the dumb way.
Like I said, by God, it's been a while.
By Garth Knight.
Yes. On Blu-ray, everybody. Hey, remember
I
back
think
when
they do have
VHS
Knight
tapes
Rider.
on like the top had the name and then it would have like the stars.
Stars?
Stars. Like who starred in the movie.
Yeah.
Come on, give me coins.
I remember when you couldn't read any of that because Blockbuster put a sticker over it that said, please be kind, rewind.
If I didn't, I got an achievement for that.
And then I had to, use my rewind machine so that it wouldn't ruin my VCR, right?
Yes.
Didn't they have like novelty rewind machines that like look like race cars? Shut up, Sadie.
Yeah. Sadie, lay down and be nice. Lay down.
You're being very offensive to Chat and Chad.
And Chad Warden.
See, now I forgot what you said about Chad Warden.
But he was to look good to me or whatever.
Because you're not in that level. Okay, yes. Song, I was wondering what would happen theoretically if Sadie and Apollo and Zeus, all got together.
Good old-fashioned hole digging.
Would there be lots of barking and attacking, or would they be friends? Or would they be afraid of each other?
I mean, Sadie would probably want to get them to play with her.
Even more barking. It would be the bark apocalypse. Barking friends. And RockMan would go deaf and run out of the house straight into traffic. Like Daryl should have done in Adventures in Babysitting, and then the movie would have been a lot easier.
Sadie.
Butt sniffing for days.
Sniffing them 4 days. How can I breathe? What the fuck's going on?
He's, got oxygen in his helmet.
Which is great because he's got so many concussions. His brain is fucked up and
he doesn't even know that he's supposed to be playing football and just starts throwing baseballs.
Yes. Concussions, you can't feel heat or cold.
He can see heat and feel colors.
Sadie, I'm trying to arouse, goddammit. Sadie, you totally did that to me.
Spoilers, that was not Sadie at all, that was pure Ratmus.
Oh, Sadie.
Sadie's literally climbing on top of Ratmus, and I don't know how he didn't die right there.
I don't either. Just give me all the fucking coins, because clearly that's all I need. I'm just Mr. YOLO over here.
Is that like Mr. Magoo?
Yes. I know, right, Sadie? That's how you YOLO swag right there.
I'd be surprised if she pukes spoiled bread all over the place.
Yes. I wouldn't be. It just makes me sad inside. I don't know.
Let's, pay for Lizard's plane ticket and fly him out here just to hug Sadie.
Yes. I was trying to use the tail cape thing to hit that. It's not stupid.
Welcome back, Clax.
How's that car running?
You missed a lot of barking.
She's like, come on, you. Please just sit and lay down and be good.
Please, God. Oh, God.
Yes. Yeah. How you doing there, Clax?
Sadie's looking right at Chat.
Look into your souls, everybody. You gotta give her treats. Give her treats. What's the bonus, the secret way or whatever other way?
You go in the last tall green pipe. Which is that one, I believe.
Go down, sweetie.
Nice, nice.
Nothing to do with the Hucklebuck.
Still got that yellow level in the fortress.
Let's go after my socks.
Gotta start a new game next week, so you better finish this.
See, we'll just play this with me. Hey.
Spark plug number 3.
You know what? I saw this one video on why it's so much more expensive for you to take trains to places instead of planes, even though
Can you play Castlevania Symphony of the Night with 2 players?
I don't think so.
Damn. Because if you could play that with Cobra, right? You get crushed.
Clearly, I bet on the wrong horse here. Supposed to go on the first one then.
You're supposed to not screw up.
Thought it was in a rare level that you could eat. Nope, I'm fucked. Yoshi, where's Yoshi? Seriously, where is Yoshi?
One time we were in Wisconsin, this was 20 years ago, and I saw this variety pack of Crush, and I only seen it once and got it once.
It's the best day of your life.
Yes, and to this day I've saved the box, which song would make me immediately throw out. So it's got Peach Crush, Orange Crush, Cherry Crush, and Grape Crush.
Crushy, crush, crush, crush.
Orange and grape are pretty easy to find, but Cherry Crush and Peach Crush, those are extremely
They have
rare.
a pineapple one too.
Yeah, they do have a pineapple one
I've
nowadays.
seen that at Meijer and stuff.
But I can't remember ever seeing cherry or peach ever since. Yes, it has sentimental value.
It's the best kind of value, right?
Because like I said, I've only seen that once, and it might be the only one in existence anymore. Not that anyone cares except me. I think it's cool.
I knew that would get Puck out of work.
What is this? Peach Crush on Amazon, and she said, look who's selling it. Windy City, LLC.
Whoa.
Huh. Interesting. I mean, that's... What's this? I'm just gonna go soda shopping. Peach Knee High! Oh my god, what have you done, song?
Hi, Hero, you're back.
Welcome back, Dark Hero. I'll tell you what though, if we have a super barbecue party next June and everyone shows up, maybe I'll buy some Peach Crush or something for everyone.
If I have a barbecue at the electric barbecue, that'd be great.
Well, that would be awesome. And, DK could bring some citrus twist, which totally tastes like ginger ale. I watched that highlight again.
All those wonderful switch pedals is helpful.
I don't remember a Mario soda. What were you thinking? What were you thinking?
Sadie, please. I'm trying to YOLO this swag over here, Sadie. Sadie, come on.
Before the stream today, me and Ratmus beat Rescue Rangers 2 with Rewind. Why did you do that?
I wanted to beat it down there, and I fucked myself. Lay down, Sadie. It's the Mega Man Energy Tank Energy Drink.
Was this like in America or Japan?
America.
It says Yoshi, Apple, Mario, Puno. What does that even say?
Mario Zapunta.
Luigi Berry, Princess Toadstool Cherry.
Could say something about popping a cherry, what?
Lizard wouldn't be caught dead associating him with himself with Japan. Okay, I've never seen those before. And what does the Mario one say? And what does the fox say? Just kidding, we don't care. What the hell, Sadie?
Sadie.
Oh, Punch. Okay, let me look at this again. Mario Punch. Okay, now I see it. It's because of the glare on that part of the can. The C looked like an O. Alright, cool.
Way off.
Don't blow it, Ratmus.
It's worth it.
The comic shop? I don't recall. Your ex talked you to go in this comic shop that was super cringe-worthy. Was it run by comic book guy?
Was it run by communists? I'm gonna yell at Yoshi for this game. He's stupid and killed so quick.
never been in a store that's like strictly or mainly comic books. Usually it's like video games or geek memorabilia in general, or used books, or this, that, or the other. Maybe sometimes they have comics.
Other types of games that are like board games and card games or something.
Used board games, awesome. Used video games, sometimes awesome. Ratmus used to read Sonic the Hedgehog comics, right?
Yes, I did.
I used to read a Quantum Leap comic. I think I had one.
Is the one where there's a secret thing down there?
No. Lizard's typing a really long lizard story.
We'll get his scales off.
So this girl wanted to go to a specific comic book shop. I was interested in that money for comics. We went and all the comics were in Japanese and all these guys were creeping on her. It was just like this picture, right? This is from the classic me and Ratmus's trip to Japan.
Yes.
It's like the greatest picture ever taken in Japan. No, there's probably better than ones than that.
Oh God. Mario found his mustache singed.
How's he ever gonna give mustache rides ever again?
Yes.
Song should like this island because it's now Mint Chocolate Chip Island.
Yes.
So a car pull up on the sidewalk. I think it's on the passenger side, drives off and what the? Wait, Gadget Hack Wrench? Is that Gadget from Rescue Rangers? That's totally Buck's waifu from that game, right?
Yes.
It was Buck. Buck is going to be very offended by that insinuation.
He's like, no, I wasn't driving with that today.
And Buck's like, yes, I would love to have one, but I would never park illegally on the sidewalk.
One thing I'm very against.
Yellow Yoshi is helping, right?
Yes.
You might have been able to make it.
But I said, fuck it.
She's so pure and innocent. Welcome back, Fish.
Welcome back.
I'm thinking, should I get hot dogs?
Or should I get high?
That's what I'm thinking. Or I could get the chicken sandwich, but I'm thinking hot dogs.
Shit, their pattern doesn't allow me to go under.
Everyone is a little bit furry for Gadget. Alright, the story continues. I browsed the place some, trying to find some in English, until finally I asked the person working there. Girl was off talking about some anime or something with like 5 guys just... Yeah, that... You know, I've always like heard stories about like... You know, like being in a comic book or some type of store like that, and there's one girl, and like just every guy there just can't handle it and loses his shit because, oh my god, it's a girl who likes, you know, nerdy stuff. When it's like, in reality, I wouldn't be that stupid. Like, I've been in plenty of like used game stores where like girls have worked there, and you know, I don't treat them any differently. I don't act like a moron and lose my shit. Of course, I'm not talking about GameStop because, you know, everyone knows that people who work at GameStop are in dead-end jobs, right? Actually, one time at Mojo's, which is the used game store that I'm talking about from Wisconsin, like, there was a guy working behind the counter, and I wanted to buy a bunch of stuff, and I saw some Sailor Moon perler beads behind the counter, and I was like, I want some of those perler beads, those Sailor Moon perler beads. He's like, okay, which one? I'm like, well, Sailor Jupiter and Sailor Moon, and he's like, he clearly had no idea which one was which. He's never seen Sailor Moon in his life, and I'm just like, you know, face palming at the guy like, how can you be so dumb you don't know which one Sailor Jupiter is? Hello, the LOL Giant. Yes, this is on the SNES Classic, so this is Super Mario World.
And this is live.
And this is live. What the hell was... I was trying to do an emote in Skype and something crazy happened. Never mind, I'm running away from that.
Maybe get hit.
Okay, where were we in the story? Once again, Lizard, I'm like, oh my god, how do these things really happen to you? And if so, why? Well, Lizard was in this, you know, comic book store with his girlfriend? Yeah, his ex-girlfriend. And he was asking for, like, you know, manga that was actually in English, and then this, like, was it a fat guy?
Of course he's fat.
I don't know how fat he was, but the guy with the gadget waifu pillow, who supposedly brought it into the store, you know, went to Lizard's girlfriend and said, why are you with a plebe like him? You should date a real man who can read Japanese manga or something like that.
And then she left you for that guy.
Oh, you're in the Netherlands. Okay. We're in the U.S., Illinois to be specific. But yeah, I'm RockMan. My brother Ratmus is playing this game. That's what we do on Thursdays. He comes over and plays the games.
Stiff upper lip. Alright, so how do I get the other exit?
You gotta go fast. Lizard was like, I mean, he was a fat guy, dropped off by his mom with a frickin' waifu pillow. There's the message. Welcome, thanks for the follow, hope you enjoy yourself.
Shit. Speedrun strats. Speedrun with my Varangian strats, oh fuck.
Nerds are my people, but sometimes they're way too much. I mean, I can't remember an instance of like going into a used game store or anything like that and seeing a bunch of offensive nerds like that. Maybe when I was at like I mean, we've been to some like anime conventions and stuff.
Like maybe ASEN or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's people like that there, but I kind of tried to stay away from the crowds. Wow. That's all I can say is wowie wow. Buck is extremely pure of heart. Do not lose heart. There's a Yoshi in there.
I know we can't get out. Time go fast.
Also, if you hear a dog barking or moaning or whining, that's Ratmus's dog. So you need to exit this area before 2:49. So just don't kill yourself trying to get there. All right, now you gotta hurry up. Go in the pipe. Go in the pipe. Go in the. Okay, you're fine. Now just don't die. Don't worry about that. Just get the key and leave.
Make like a tree and leaves when you're taking full. That's what we call a hook shot.
There's not any good used game stores around here where I live. The really good places are up in when we go to Wisconsin on vacation. There's a bunch of them. There is an unused bookstore like sort of near Ratmus, but all of the used game stores like went out of business, right?
Fuck. Yeah.
The used bookstore has used games and board games also.
And use laser discs. Just can no one ever use laser discs?
That's what Song wants to hear. GG.
The jump got nerfed, fool.
That's their motto, yes.
Second and Charlie's, you'll say, what the chuckle, fuck.
Sadie's on the stairs, sticking her head through the bars like she's in doggy jail.
Should be, if there's a, there's someone who's not overweight here, they're, a trap.
Being a nerd is so effing cool. Especially if you're a sports nerd, right?
Yes. Like, you like wizards and fantasy football.
Wizards and fantasy football in this economy.
Wizards in fantasy football.
It's weird because the Wizards are not a fantasy. The Wizards are like 100% real life, but the football, that's fantasy.
Yes. Mutual annihilation.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Yes.
Also, Aaron Rodgers got injured, so your fantasy football team is fucked. Right?
Yes.
Watch out for that football. Oh my god, Ratmus. I study the inside of my eyelids.
I study the frickin' sucking, dick at playing this game, apparently. Just need to not speed run. And speed run this.
Me and Ratmus have been out of school for years, if that's what you're asking.
I should just take the school.
What was I going to say? I don't know, I completely lost my train of thought because of whatever nonsense you just said.
I mean, I went back to school to, do some programming classes. My mom's like, oh, computer programming's easy. And she doesn't know how to, use a computer.
She also says that accounting is easy, but then again, she doesn't know what accounting is. She thinks it's literally just math. I told her accounting is lying.
Pretty much all jobs are, mostly lying.
Exactly. It's gonna come out and murder you.
Expelliarmus.
Wizard thing?
Yes.
I was going to say something about nerds, but I don't remember what anymore. Oh, about
candy.
Fish is very, 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 very young. Totally.
And very good at Wind Waker. That could have backfired.
Define very good at Wind Waker.
Found a wonderful secret to kill a boss that no one else found.
No, but I was on TV Tropes, and you know Paul Wang from Space Above and Beyond. It said that like it was an interesting example of an Asian nerd trope because he's a sports nerd.
Yeah.
It said he's a huge Cubs fan.
When did that take place?
2063. They
Freaking
said the Cubs would, never win the World Series, just like Time Track said. 'Cause who could have predicted that they actually would? Back to the Future.
Hell no.
Except they were a year off.
It wasn't way off though, so that's okay. Gorski. Oh, that was odd. Football.
Football.
Gotta go fast.
Oh, that was close.
Oh, she was a man.
That too. Did you guys want to hear that story again? Of course you do. I was in college when Fish was probably in kindergarten, and I was in a history class, and my history professor was talking, and he just happened to mention Margaret Thatcher, and then everyone in chat is like, who the hell's Margaret Thatcher? Well, Margaret Thatcher was the first female British Prime Minister. So my teacher in history class just randomly mentions Margaret Thatcher, and out of nowhere, this kid who I think was like, it looked like he was sleeping on his desk, his head bolts up and he screams out in the middle of class, "Oh, she was a man!" Just like I just said in that exact voice.
And that's how you be awesome like me. You say, calm the F down.
Remember when Red didn't know who Gorbachev was?
Yes.
I'm sure no one here knows who Gorbachev even was.
Come on, UHF, he was, wrestled those, hot girls in U62.
I don't think he was Macho Man Randy Savage. Maybe he was just a fan.
Oh, he was Macho Man. Right.
Yes, tear down that wall. And yes, it is Mint Chocolate Chip Island. I've called it that since I was a kid, and by that I mean a teenager playing this game. Do we still have that command? I don't remember.
Tell me, son.
I think that might have been a command. Maybe I deleted it.
I'm gonna,
But yeah, Mikhail Gorbachev was president of Russia. I don't remember what his title was. Before Vladimir Putin. This was back in the late 80s when Reagan told him to tear down that wall, and he actually did it, and we were like surprised. He was famous because he had like a weird birthmark on his forehead that people always made fun of. And then the Cold War ended and people couldn't believe it. So that's your history lesson for today. Do you remember like the other day, Lizards, like he thought the Exxon Valdez was called the Juan Valdez?
was it? Sadie's like, come on, play with me.
Just don't like clip the exit and then fall down because then you'll get Kaizo trapped. I remember Juan Valdez because I think didn't Beavis and Butthead were talking about Juan Valdez in one old episode of Beavis and Butthead. Clax, that's when you take their phone out of their hands and just throw it on the ground and smash it! And say, now let's see what you do.
My day, we didn't have no cell phones. Sadie, please.
We weren't able to watch Beavis and Butthead either because we didn't have cable at the time when the show was originally on, except for like when we would go on vacation and stay in a hotel. It was like...
Yeah, you bring your like VCR to tape it sometimes.
Yeah, I would bring my VCR with me to a hotel to tape shows off of cable that we did not get, like Beavis and Butthead and other things, because we didn't have cable. This was in the mid-90s. And this is where the song Fail Fishes.
Like that weird, old guy that's like, why don't you have computer skill?
Clack's fired. If I was like Clax's principal or his boss and I heard about that, I would just applaud him and say, "You're doing the Lord's work."
You'd hit more kids. It's the Lord's work.
I never said that. See, I never watched Ren and Stimpy in my life.
Yeah, like I like Rugrats, Ren and Stimpy, Rocco's Modern Life or whatever there was. Like those were all like shows that like kids that I, knew, grew up with and loved that like I have no knowledge of because we didn't have cable. I watched Tom and Jerry like on regular channels back in the day.
When I went to college in the fall of 1997, my college had cable, and so that was my like first exposure to like actually having cable was at college. And then when I came home from freshman year, I finally convinced my parents to get. We didn't get cable; we actually got DirecTV, and so that was May of. Sadie, I'm telling a story. Shut your trap. May of 1998. We finally had access to those channels. Shit. And no, I don't know what you're talking about.
I feel I had a big ass.
I could tell Song so many things about VHS that would make her, face hurt.
Remember when you found out that there were tapes that can, tape for like 10 hours and you're like, oh shit.
Yes, I did. I was shocked and amazed.
You could fit the whole Veghetto saga on that kind of shit. Fuck. How many runs of this have you done with no P-switch hits or whatever? I've probably done that like once. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Lay down, Sadie. There goes my hero. Dead. By the way, I'm awesome, right? What is chat talking about now? Sure. Don't fork the work, wizard. Would you want to play this without a cape feather? Damn it. I'm doing so goodsies. I should just blame the lack of sleep I got last night. And or the devil. I don't know why. See if there's any other stories that I can think of. Well, I remember the first time I played this was at my one friend's house because they got like they had money. They got a bunch of like video game shit. When it came out, he got a bunch of like 3 other brothers. So when I saw this, the colors just made me Craigasm. Just another couple of minutes. Lay down, sweetie. Bits. Save up some times. Cool fruit. And of course, the beta is for Windows only.
That's the fucking point. Streamlabs are not like a drain on anything.
Enjoy a diamond hot molten chocolate. MGH. So definitely get some power-ups now.
There's power-ups in that level. I don't care how long this takes, we're not stopping until you 100% this game, so you better keep going and deal with it.
Something I can go into here. Only if you have color ID. Take that. Wow. I can just go back in here and get some more power-ups. What to do? I forgot my Yoshi. That's what I meant to do too, guys. Also that. Oh shit, it's real. These hotels. Cootie pie still. Back now. 100% Canada. That's an airship from Mario 3, right?
What are you doing?
Yoshi, no!
you survived that.
Give it a little swag. What's happening, guys? It's easy to go in here and get power-ups. Wear his sunglasses at nights, right? Totally worth it. Missed what happened. The wrong way, and then I got fucked because I went in eight. So. Yeah, they left to go to dinner.
Shades at the door.
Because I'm hungry. Really, you fucking moles. Just keep getting crushed. Six down. Shit. These aren't bats, so they can die. turned blue and died. Take a Red Bull. Can I make love like this in Mario Maker? Does it have to run at this point?
Not that point.
I'm guessing here.
This point.
Oh my, I can't make that shit.
Wrong. Fall off. What did I just say? Now you can never get back up there.
There's my hero.
Hit the midway gate.
No, I did not.
Is there even room?
I'm better at this game than I'm doing. Almost.
as soon as the thing goes up. Not fast enough. I would have made that if it weren't for the fucking Potaboo.
I jumped. Great things.
Five exits left plus Bowser, I believe.
Okay. This one. Wow. Hey, LG, how you doing?
That's good.
Hey, LG. Is life treating you, LG? Oh, shit, because it's not treating me good at all. It's a great way for him to die. Fuck it. So now it's just the thing and then the final boss. Okay. Should already have those consoles though. Text. Let this ride down. Yeah. Chemical load up. They gave me a 1-up though. That's what I wanted to do.
Whoa.
Thumbs up. Bye, Lex. Enjoy your dinner.
Bye, Song. Are we ever going to find out if you're streaming tonight? It's a secret to everybody, apparently. Right now, here's what I want you to do. Go in the back door, get the midway gate, and kill yourself.
Okay. Ninja.
Now go back to the Donut Plains ghost house.
So save there.
Mm-hmm. Baby, you're not my baby.
Very well.
96 exits confirmed. Now beat Bowser.
Beat Krauser.
Are we both going to Portillo's or what?
We can. If you just want me to go, I can do that too.
Sadie, right?
Or Sadie.
We'll be stuck in the drive-thru for hours. Literally hours.
30 minutes.
Do you have the 2 cards or do I need to get mine?
No, I'm good.
Maybe you're good.
Well, like, Dad apparently had like bonus ones that needed to be used in the first 3 months of the year, so like I have those as well. So.
Fine. I'll have 3 hot dogs, mustard, tomato, and pickle. We're investigating an ongoing issue which may cause some users to periodically become logged out. Oh God!
Mustard, tomato, and pickle.
Yes, that's what I said.
Eat that shit. Drop the juice there.
So, I don't know who's here, who's lurking, but thanks for watching this stream. And we might come back to SNES Classic games at some point, but next week Ratmus will be starting a new game, which I guess will be Majora's Mask. Does anybody even want to see Batman the Telltale series, or should you just do that by yourself to get the achievements?
Nobody cares about Batman.
Stop sucking.
Fly down lower and get fucked.
So I guess next week Ratmus will be starting Majora's Mask. I want to play Sonic Mania on Sunday, but I may not be able to, so who knows. And I'm going to continue the Turing test, but I don't know when, because the song might be streaming tonight or she might not, and nobody knows, and it'll be a wonderful surprise. He's coming alive.
I threw you.
Song may be streaming tonight or not, who knows. I think Doom is going to be streaming Zone of the Enders tonight as well, at his usual time. It's really cold, I'm really hungry, I'm sick and tired of this. So see. So many effing achievements. GG, Ratmus beat Super Mario World 100%, as any person should. Thank you for the bits, Ratmus and Song. Ratmus, you can take Sadie out. Everyone say goodbye to Ratmus.
Especially Ratmus.
Ratmus, say goodbye to yourself.
So do you want me to just go by myself? Or do you want to come with?
I'm too pissed off to think, alright? Fine, I'll go with.
Okay.
Take Sadie out. By the time this is over, I'll go get dressed and we'll go.
She's done eating that food, which will be like 30 seconds. Then she'll come up. So bye guys, thanks for watching.
Thanks for the hosts, bits, and whatever the hell else you guys are doing. Subbing, I guess. And scrubbing and lurking and furking and
Birkin.
No, I'm mad at something Song said to me on Skype, and I can say that because she's not here anymore.
Come on, Sadie.
David Brooks. Mia Hornforce, thanks, Clax. I'm sorry. After I get dressed, have to go out in the freezing cold weather and go get stuck in a drive-thru for probably a half an hour just to get the damn food. Probably be 6 o'clock before I eat, and I already have a headache now. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy to have Ratmus play Majora's Mask. I would like to get more achievements, and I would love to play the Turing test, and I would love to watch people stream, I guess. As far as SNES classic games go, I mean, there's other things I could try. I would like to play Donkey Kong Country at some point, but I just really need to be in the mood for that, so we'll see what happens. Also, we're not going to raid anyone right now, because there's nobody I care to raid, and I just want to go, so... It got really cold in the basement all of a sudden. Hey Dream Eaters, you blandioed. This is the end of the stream. We're getting the hell out of here as soon as it says the end. Sorry. Sorry, you'll have to go watch Xander or somebody. Song may or may not be streaming tonight. She doesn't know. I may or may not be streaming tonight. I don't know. I think Doom is going to be streaming at 10 p.m. Central. I don't know if you're available for that. You could watch the past broadcast. Ratmus beats Super Mario World 100%. Nobody will ever watch past broadcasts. I was like, why is it dark? Well, because the SNES Classic does that. Alright. It's like, I doubt I'll play Super Metroid on here. I could try this again. I think I did Link to the Past. I I want to do this at some point. I mean, maybe Ratmus could do this some year. I don't have any interest in those curves. Actually, I need to finish my Mega Man X game. I think I have a Mega Man X game that I still need to finish. So, yeah, I don't know when I'll continue this, but sometime when I feel like it. So, sorry, that's it. We really gotta go. Stream's over. Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching, and see you next time, whenever the hell that is.